Come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, post your city and state for catching this live. On today, we are discussing how to use social media metrics, right, to improve, enhance, or level up your engagement. So on today, if you have a moment, go ahead and tap the screen and share the stream so that others inside of your community can see this information. Because if you are not tracking the right metrics to grow your social media presence, then what in the world are you in these internet streets doing? Again, my name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and that is the topic of our discussion today. So I will be getting that information to you directly following this particular introduction promotion. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order. Again, my friends, come on into the room, be coachable, teachable, trainable, tap the screen and share the stream to those who are inside of your network who may be interested in learning how they can utilize social media metrics to improve or enhance your social media experience, the engagement that you're having, and assuring your audience that is following you for valuable information that you have the answers to their most pressing questions. My name is Brandmaster Martina Britt Yelverton, and I am your cash flow queen and founder of the #1 legal tax hack to hire your kids in your own home-based business called Youth Lifestyle Training. So should you choose to do so. So typically I'm live each and every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, helping you guys to get your assets in order and go from being stuck and struggling maybe inside of a company or a business brand to gaining impact and influence inside of your own personal brand so that you can continue to attract the people that need what it is that you have to offer, which is your value, your valuable content, your answers, your solutions to the most pressing pain points that they have right now. So on today, we're going to talk about, and we're going to show on the screen, Ronnie, and we're going to show Orenta, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, how exactly you're going to utilize social media metrics. So why are you asking, why do social media metrics matter? The reason that social media metrics matter is because they help you to better understand what it is that resonates with your audience, right? And also what does not resonate with them. So once you actually go in and you view your social media, and I'm not saying that you should base your entire existence on social media, Colleen. I'm not saying that you should base everything that you're doing on what you're seeing, Natasha, as your social media in person metrics, what it is that you're doing on social media. I'm not saying that you should base your whole entire strategy there. However, when you're first getting out here into these internet streets, Christina, what generally happens is you're able to go and locate that particular area, those metrics, those receipts, I hate to say, to see what is currently resonating with those people that you are actually engaging with, Lily. And so because you can see that so simply and so easily, then that helps you to make certain manipulations and changes and adjustments to your strategy that could potentially help you propel further and deeper into that audience. Okay. So if you are tracking that engagement, it's going to give you some actionable insights to help you improve the future content And did you know that you can actually go back and make a certain adjustments, JJ, to your current media that you have on the internet to see whether or not it now begins to perform better? Yes, and I can show you where to do that. So you want to make sure that you're looking at engagement rates, like the likes, the shares, the comments, and what percentage of your followers, right, are actually engaging by liking, commenting, or sharing that content. Also, the question that comes in is reach versus impressions. Now, if you don't understand this, I'm going to show you and I'm going to tell you exactly what that is. So it is how many people saw your content versus how many times it was shown. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring myself a little bit bigger here on the screen and open up a separate window that I have here so I can explain this in a little more depth for your clarity. So I literally went and asked specifically, how can I explain this just a wee bit better to the audience to get them to understand the difference in reach versus the difference in those impressions? Because while you heard the answer, it may not really resonate and land, okay? So both reach and impressions, they track the visibility of your content. However, they measure it differently. So let's look at the word reach, and this is the number of unique people who saw your content. So if 1,000 people saw your post, then your reach is 1,000. However, that lets you understand that each one person is only counted once, even if they see the same post multiple times. Your reach is based on the eyeballs of your followers that actually saw the post. That's your reach. However, the impressions is the total number of times that your content was displayed. So if those same 1,000 people saw your post twice, then your impressions would be 2,000. A single person can literally generate multiple impressions by seeing the content more than once. So we're talking about your reach versus your impression. So think about it like this. If 100 people see your post 5 times, then your reach may be 100, but your impressions are 500. High reach means you're getting in front of more of the unique people, the individual peoples. However, high impressions means that your content is being repeatedly viewed, which can increase your brand awareness. Okay. I hope that makes sense. So if you think about it, if you put a single post up and you look at the reach on that post and it says, again, 100 people saw it, then that's great. 100 people saw it. But then if you look at the next analytic and it says that the impressions were 600, then that means of those 100 people, they saw it multiple times, right? And that is going to increase your know, like, and trust muscle, as I say, among those people who see your post multiple times. And that is what you want. You want, honestly, highly more impressions than reach, even though, sure, you want to reach new, unique people, but you want those same people to continue to see your information so that they become repeatedly available to see your brand. I hope that makes sense to you, Oliver. Okay. So again, when you are looking at reach versus your impressions, that is a big deal. So you are actually available to use CTRs, that is your click-through rate, to measure how effective even the call to actions that you have in that post, in that video, in that reel, right? You want to make sure that you are looking at all of that information to understand how, again, you can better improve what it is that you're doing in all of your social media that you're putting out. You want to be able to use the Instagram insights, the Facebook analytics. If you're using a third-party app like a Go High Level account, then you want to look at the analytics in there. And specifically, you also want to utilize the analytics that are available inside of YouTube. So what I'm going to do is flip over to a channel here. And let's see if I can show you where specifically that information is going to be located. All right. So again, you guys want to make sure if this content makes sense to you, if you're enjoying what you're seeing. I see we have a consistent repeat viewing here on TikTok. Thank you so much for that. Again, if you could tap the string and share the screen, with other people inside of your network, that would be great, because they may not understand how to actually look at their metrics to improve their brand awareness, to improve the audience that they are reaching. And that is exactly what we want to happen. So I'm sharing a screen now on LinkedIn, Facebook, but especially on YouTube. And I'm going to show you some analytics and where to find that information at. I appreciate you guys joining, commenting, and even asking questions. I can't see the questions once they go past, but thank you guys for that. I appreciate you. And while you're here, if you could also just go ahead and comment with your city and state, that lets me know where this valuable content is actually reaching in these internet streets. So here on YouTube, if you go into your YouTube channel and you look over on the left-hand side, there's a tab that's called your videos. It's going to open up for you your studio. When it opens up your studio, or you can go to studio.youtube.com when you're logged into your account, and it'll bring you to the same place. Over here on the left is a button called Analytics. It opens up this panel that you can begin to review all of your content. You're able to see all of this information right now in real time. So of the nearly 800 subscribers, it is going to tell me in the last 28 days this information, right? It's going to tell me how many views, what the watch time was like, how many new subscribers, and it is saying in the last 28 days, 650% more than the previous 30 days with regards to how many new subscribers we have. If you scroll a little bit further down, you're available to see the average duration of the time they viewed that content. So again, here on the 17th, there was a video that caught 132 views, right? And that is 21% of that. 21% of people watched the complete time frame of that particular video that we have up. Okay. Now you want to look at the percentage of the average duration to understand of this content that is out, who's the brand master, who's this YouTube channel for. Nearly 70% of a watch time was watched of that video. So this individual came, watched the video, and watched it for nearly 70% of the time to determine whether or not the information that is provided by the brand master on the YouTube channel is of interest to them, right? Previously on a Watch Me Work Wednesday, of this video time frame, 19% was viewed. Okay, so you want to be able to understand of your content what your audience is telling you when they're looking and watching your video. So let's go specifically content by content, okay? So if you're looking at the top streams that are just in the last 28 days, they found the live streams by suggested videos. That means other videos suggested for them to come and watch certain videos. That is up by 30%. 30% were found that way. The pages, 24%. Any of the browse features that are available, meaning they go up in the bar and they type a name and they browse to find something, right? Whether or not they followed by notification. So by this only being 5% of my followers, that means a lot of my followers do not have the notifications turned on. So of course, you guys, if you would please, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please take an opportunity now. If you would take an opportunity to subscribe to the channel and go ahead and select the bell to get those notifications so that when I do this review again, I can check to see if more people are now beginning to find the live streams based on a notification that they received. That's an analytic that is actually checked. So again, these are the analytics that you want to pay attention to. So look, guys, here when we were just discussing the impressions versus the reach, nearly 1,000% more than the last 28 days. It says, I have 35,000 impressions. So that's letting you know that even though I may have these unique people that are seeing the content for the first time, in the last 30 days or less, it is showing you that 35,000 times this content has been repeatedly shown to people and there's been some level of engagement with it. Okay. Does that make sense? So that's letting me know that the month of January, when I began to display this consistent information, it is up over 1,000% that this is being repeatedly. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Hey there, Pamela. So good to see you. I think that's Sasa. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Sai. Again, this is the best way for you to understand 35,000 impressions, over 1,000%. This method is working for people to continue to see the consistent content that I am putting out. Somehow, some way, you guys are valuing what I am sharing with you. So that means to me, keep going. I hope this makes sense. So good to see you over on IG. I don't want to mispronounce your name, but good to have you, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Again, you want to be able to see whether or not what you're doing, not just because the people have commented and said yes, but also you want to be able to go and see what these metrics are telling you. Okay. And then you also want to ensure that you're paying attention to who your audience is. Okay. So again, 460 unique visitors. Unique visitors means brand new people, individual people. Okay. Now, another thing that I like, again, is watch time from non-subscribed people. 74% over people who are subscribed. So for some reason, the people who are subscribing to the channel are actually not watching it. Again, that means new people who are not currently subscribed to the channel are watching the content more so than those who are. And again, it's highly probable that it's a female over a male. Okay. Again, and for some crazy reason, which I'm not going to call it crazy because I enjoy knowing specifically my audience is an age range of 45 to 54 years old across the board. Yay or yay. Because one of the things that I focus on in my branding is making sure that my information is very simplistic, easy to understand for the tech savvy individual that understands and knows that tech is continuing to move forward and they don't want to get left behind. This is the perfect age bracket for me to continue to say, I can help you. Okay. So again, you want to be able to go through your metrics, see these things, and ensure that you're continuing to add value to those the metrics are showing you the work is being received and done. I hope that makes sense for you guys. Okay. So also, you heard me say, when you'd like to understand how to use this better, I'm going to help you guys understand to turn this data into more actionable strategies. You want to be able to identify the high performing content, and then you want to be able to replicate its format and its tone. Like if it's working, keep it going, right? Work with what is working. And then even if you have, like I mentioned earlier, some underperforming posts, you're available to tweak those. So let's say specifically, let's go back to the dashboard here. And let's look at, because you are available on the dashboard to look at, let's go over to the analytics real quick so I can show you one area. So right here, the post from yesterday, collaborating with influencers and partners, I did not expect at all for this video to rank high because a lot of people are resistant to partnering with other people in their same community, or other people have no idea that this is an avenue for them to increase their value. Didn't expect for it to have a high performing, response. Let's look through this very quickly in the last 10 posts. However, talking about ads, yeah, I expected it to have a higher ranking, and of course it does. The average viewer duration was 12 minutes for I believe it was a 20-minute live, right? Again, the day before, I'm talking to you guys about branding your domains. That one did well. And then shareable content, how to get that content out and creating more shareable content. Again, over 50% of this particular reel was watched. Again, let's see, the viewership was about 9 minutes when I'm telling people how to use that feedback right? And 9 minutes of it when replayed. So again, this is what you're looking at when you're going through your analytics. So say specifically, I want it to work on a low performing here. So say I wanted to look at this one specifically. Let's go to the collaborating with influencers and partners video. So we'll go back to the dashboard and we can look at it through the dashboard by locating it here, bringing it up, and let's see what other analytics were available on here. So this one was low performing, even though it did receive 6 views. And from what I can tell, there were possibly no comments on this one yet. So we're just looking through specifically a video, not the channel across the board. As you see, it was located by a browse feature, not a direct notification or anything like that. Again, looking at the impressions and how they were led to the watch time, 1,000 impressions. So this has been repeatedly shown, and 3 views were from those impressions. Again, only a few seconds of it was watched. Okay. So again, we're going through all of these analytics just to see, what could I do to make it perform better for this particular video? Were you guys even aware that you can dig down per video and see, hey, what were the peak time of the video? Where did the traffic come from? Like, what did they find most interesting in this video? Like, and you'll be able to get more as you check back a little bit later, because again, this one was just put out yesterday, but it's saying that the data takes 2 or 3 days to process. So if I actually wanted to find out more about this, then I'd wait a couple of days, come back and review the data then. But the point is, you're available to go directly into the video. And once you actually access the video, then you are available to make edits, and you are available to make edits here inside of the description body. Say I wanted to retitle it. Say I wanted to put some more information into the body of content here. Say I wanted to go in and change the thumbnail to see if it would generate more of an impression with or among its audience. You are available to make those changes. You're available to allow your vidIQ or any other third-party app that you are using on that video to analyze the video and make suggestions to you, like your TubeBuddy or your vidIQ or what other third-party app. Once you finish making changes to this video, maybe generate some better thumbnails, maybe have the AI generate some better content in the description, allow it to generate you a better title. Once you do all of those different adjustments to the video, your save button turns blue and you can select to save it. Wait 3 or 4 days, come back and view if any of the changes that you made to that video are now generating you a different response. That is one of the ways that you can go in and you can better enhance what it is that you guys are doing with your current videos. Those may be the underperforming posts or videos, and you're available, like I say, to tweak certain areas of that to see if you can get better performance. I hope that makes sense to you guys. So again, on today, I always want to close out with a call to action to ask the question for today's video or today's live on how to use these social media metrics better. The question that I want to ask for today is, what is one social media metric that you'd like to improve? So if you're currently measuring your social media metrics and you see that something is quite off, it's not performing as you feel that it should, what is one metric that you would like to change, edit, update, enhance, adjust to make it do and perform better for you? If you'll drop that comment below, I would love to see what your thoughts are about that. And again, if you'd like to bring those questions over to the open or after office hours in the Learn, Lead, and levelup.com community, I would be more than excited to answer those questions live over in the private Zoom room and assist you with your pressing business or brand question. Again, today's topic was social media metrics and how you can improve what's working or what's not working and where you should be looking to make those improvements, like your reach, your engagement rate, your impressions, what your click-through rate is, right? To see all of that information. And you can use analytics like those that I've shown you today in YouTube. You can also use automations and analytics that are inside of your GHL account, your Instagram insights, your Facebook. All of these different platforms have an analytic area for you to click and access and review that content to see how you would be able to adjust, enhance, level up any of the posts, videos, the content surrounding the videos to assist you with moving forward and being able to have better engagement. So I hope that information was helpful for you today. If not, sorry for you, but I know a lot of people need this information, and that is my goal every single day, to help you do anything that helps move your needle forward, right? So on next week, as we continue to move forward, next week's topic, let me see if I can move this over and let you guys know in advance what we are going to be discussing on next week so you can pre-plan and be available to participate. So let's see. On next week, we are moving into the second area of our scaling, building, right? Revamping if we need to, our brand. And we're going to be discussing, let's see, on Tuesday, we are discussing how to create effective lead magnets that convert. I'm really excited about that one because people do not realize that they have access to valuable content that they can get out of their heads, into their hands, and onto these screens, and give people that information as a lead magnet for them to now opt into your CRM and learn more. On Wednesday, we will be discussing how to build and optimize landing pages for success. On Thursday, we will be talking about how to automate lead follow-up for better conversions. I have a treat for you for that one. And on Friday, we will close things out with how to qualify and nurture the leads for long-term success. Okay, so we featured Bridget Bartlett on this week on 2 segments, and she is an automations and AI beast in these internet streets. She will be featured again next week on Pivotal Days, and I hope you guys are looking forward to that information. I know I am. Okay, so I look forward to catching you guys on next week, starting Tuesday, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, as we continue to help you build and scale your brand. Hey y'all, hey, Brandmaster Martina with Yelverton here, updating you about our daily live training and follow-up live open office hours. Join me every Tuesday through Friday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for live actionable lessons on building your brand from scratch. We'll cover everything from tools, strategies, and systems like Canva, StreamYard, Go High Level, AI technology, and more, to include the exact steps to take you from confused to confident. And the best part is, after each live stream, you can hop on Zoom with us to ask your questions and get personalized answers. Don't miss out. Mark your calendar and subscribe now to this YouTube channel. Join our free community, and I'll say it louder for the people in the back. If you want to learn, lead, and level up your automation in your MLM company, or as an entrepreneur who could possibly be struggling in your business, we not only have the solution, we also have the experts. Yes, this is your sign to join us. Our entire team is live each weekday. So if you snooze, you will lose. I said what I said. You heard what you heard. Now do what you now know you need to do to get your assets in order.